whole life we are living for others. We are living a public life, not personal life. The body, which was created by our mother and father, and which we share with so many people, is not personal. The car, house, money, career, whatever we have, we call which is our own, is not our personal. We can own all of this, but it is not personal for us. It is something public. There is only one thing which is personal, which we can claim that it is something I own and it is mine, only mine. And that is your mind. When God sent the soul to take birth and fulfill the life purpose in the manifested universe, He created a support system for the soul. This question must come in your mind that when the soul leaves the body and takes another body, goes into the womb of the new mother, how it does that? Because the basic rule there is soul cannot travel without a body, but it is leaving the physical body. In that state, soul have a subtle body, a cosmic body. So God sends the soul with the cosmic body. It is the physical body we get here. Mind is a part of that cosmic body. So mind is like, for example, you wake up, you have to go to office, you wear the dress, okay, you wear clothes, but your skin is there on you. You don't wear your skin every day. The same way, mind is a part of our soul, we can say. It is connected with the soul and it is traveling with the soul everywhere. Whereas the physical body, we keep changing. So mind has a very strong connection with our soul. Also, because we share the same mind in every life, because it is flowing with the soul, that is why many people, they remember what they were or what they experienced in previous life. Today, we will be learning some great information, some knowledge about mind, how it functions, some secrets, some techniques from the point of view of a rishi, and the difference why psychological therapies or why the psychologist or psychology professionals, they fail to heal a patient. What is lacking there? We are finding a solution, something which can complete the system, something which can make us able to heal the patient completely, not to make them addicted or depend on medications. For that, first of all, we have to understand from where these diseases are coming and what is this mind. When a psychologist think of mind, how they understand what is mind? They see the reaction of our emotion or thoughts on the physical body. Where and how the emotions and thoughts are affecting on the subtle, on the physical level. And based on that, they try to understand the mind. Whereas the spiritual point of view, the Vedic point of view goes deeper than that. Now there are some informations. You can take your pen or paper and write it there, but first try to understand it all. When we talk about the body, this is not the only body we are having. We have 4 bodies. Okay? There are 4 bodies every soul wears. The first body is this physical body, which is quite easy to understand. You can just cut the body and you can see which body part is where and what is the shape of the body part, how it is created, you can do the experiment because it is physically accessible for you. Then comes the second, the cosmic body. Now, the cosmic body we cannot touch, we cannot see. But basically, the cosmic body is by which we function. All the 10 sense organs, or including Tanmatrayan, we can say the 15. And then your brain and your mind, or the part, the cosmic, the energy part of the brain and the mind. When the 17 come together, they create the cosmic body. After then comes a Karan Sharir, a Karan body, they say. Now, Karan can be interpreted in different ways. Instead of translating it into English, I would like to explain what it actually is. Karan Sharir is all about my body is made up of 5 elements. Your body is made up of 5 elements. You eat the same food I eat. Our stomach is designed to digest the same thing. Almost. Right? How you see things from eyes? I see things from eyes. Like a lot similarities we have. On the physical level, if you compare to humans, like two creatures of the same that family, they are same. Because the source is same. When you go back and when you connect with that source, with that starting, when you see from the fundamental element how everything got created, that is when you get that state. After that, another state comes, the fourth sharir, Turiya sharir, the fourth body, that is on a higher level. It is practically not important to discuss right now because it is on a bigger level. When we reach that level of vivek, wisdom, then only we can connect and understand that. Today, our focus is the second body, that is Sukshma Sharir, the cosmic body. And a specific part of that, the mind. Now you see the mind, how the mind is functioning, the senses you have, either the senses of action, means by which you do action, or the senses of knowledge. They all are the employees, the subordinates of the mind. They all work for the mind. They all report to the mind. The same way, in a company, all employees do their task and finally they report to manager. The same way, all the senses. So when your eye sees something, it sends the information back to the mind. When your ears, they listen something, they send the information to the mind. When your skin, it feels something, cold, hot, whatever, it sends that information to the mind. Now mind react for it. And with that reaction, for example, you hear someone abusing you, you speak, you get angry, you shout, or you politely laugh. How you react, that is based on how your mind is working. Now, another thing there, we can see how the mind is controlling the sense organs. If your mind is not focused on some sense organ, that organ won't work. For example, if there is a lot of sound but some person is in shock, you lost something in your life or you got something, a big surprise. For a moment you feel that you can't hear anything, your ears are not working even. When someone is reading something, the mind is focused on eyes completely. You are looking that book, you are reading it. At that moment, your mother comes in the room and she says something to you and you don't even hear. She has to shout or say it again. And then you're like, oh, you said something? I didn't hear you. Why? Your ears were there. Since your birth, the ears are always there. They never moved from here. Ears were not closed, they are open. So sound was going inside. The sound was going to the brain. But then why the reaction was not there? Because the mind had focus with eyes and it was not giving attention to other body parts. Now, with this, I'm sure all of you must have got the idea how to learn more better, how to remember things better. If you see something, for example, you have this exam the next day and you want to learn a question. Now, if you, with the focus on your eyes, if you see that answer and line by line you read it and you see it, all the focus is on the eyes. Carefully, if you read it, you won't forget it. You will remember it, and in the exam, you will do your best. How you use your organs is not depend on the physical condition of your body. It depends on the mind, how the mind is active, how it is working. This physical body only works on food. What you eat, that is what your body becomes. But how your body works, how it functions, that all depends on the mind. Cancer, tuberculosis, so many diseases which is incurable for today's scenario if we see, or very difficult to cure. Those diseases, they only generate in the body because of the disbalance and problems of the mind. Cancer, tuberculosis and all these are not physical disease, they are the psychological disease. They call it chronic disease. From where it is coming? It is coming from inside. So basically the body have 5 more. Again, the rishis have differentiated that there are 5 types you can differentiate, the 5 layers of the body. One is this physical layer. The physical, they call it kosh. Kosh means something like a protector, like a bag, okay, some locker, okay, where you protect something precious. You must have seen those Russian dolls. So in one doll, you open it, you find another. You open it, you find another. The same way, we have 5 layers in which the soul is there protected. So now I hope it's easy to understand. There are these 5 layers, 5 bags, one bag inside another, and at the last there is soul protected. The first layer is the physical layer, this physical body. It all works based on the food. Whatever you eat, you become. You receive all the physical energy from the food, from your diet. So diet becomes very important to get a healthy physical body. The second layer is energy body or pranamaya sharir, pranamaya kosh. The first one was annamaya kosh. Anna means food and body. So the body which is made or which depend on the food. If you eat good, you become healthy. If you eat bad, you get weak physically. The second is pran, means energy, breathe. If you breathe in pure air, in the morning you go to park and you do breathing exercises, you are receiving that energy inside you. Your pranamaya sharir, the second layer is getting stronger. If you are in some polluted city and you are breathing there, then your energy body is getting weak. The third one is manomaya, the mind, the mental body, we can say, the mental kosh or mental layer. The mental layer. Now here everything is on the thoughts and feelings. If you receive good thoughts and good feelings, your third layer gets strong. If you receive bad, it gets weak or corrupt. A child got abused. A person got abused when he or she was a child. Like Hitler, we can take a live example. Now, when the child started growing, those all experience was stored in the third layer in the mind. And when the person started growing, that negativity started growing, and at the end, the person became evil. But is it only working based on the information or the whatever we listen or experience? No, it doesn't. There is a proper process. And before we learn that, let's learn about two last layers. The third layer is Vijnanamaya Kosh, the layer of wisdom. This is where all thoughts and decision is processed. So mind is not working alone. It is wisdom which is getting activated to process all those thoughts and information. Now, from where and how you make it strong or weak, if you read, listen, connect and talk to good people, wise people, those thoughts will nourish and make strong your fourth layer. If you do vice versa, opposite of that if you do, then you will have issues. Now what kind of issues you will have? It will be seen in the fifth layer, Anandamaya Kosh, the layer of happiness. Now you see many people, they may have all the luxury of life. They have good cars, good career, unlimited bank balance, and good house, good cloth, good spouse, children, everything is there. So many followers are there. Celebrities, the celebrity is a great example of that. But when you talk about inner happiness, they are hollow. There is no inner happiness. Why? Now let's take this example to understand how the five layer works and how it creates happiness or disease, psychological disease to one person. If you eat bad food, it affects your physical body. If you breathe bad air, that will affect your second layer, energy body. The third and fourth and fifth, these three layers have a strong connection. The other two also affect, but the major influence goes into those three. For example, you receive some bad information. Your father was beating you when you were a child. Now in the mind, the experience got as pain. It started writing, it started storing there. Now when the child processed that in the wisdom layer, because the child is child, it's not wise. Child do not have that wisdom to take good decisions, to make mature decisions. Now when the child processed that in the layer of wisdom, child thought this is how it works. A father has to beat the child. That is what is storing there. And in the final layer, instead of happiness, it is stored as pain, revenge. It started as a psychopath was getting created. Now with the depression, with child issues, with child abuse, we see that the person is depressed, but it is not depression only. If you analyze the person, you will find there is this revenge psychology working. The person, the cunningness is there. This is how the reaction comes. Now there, before we go deep into that, now if this revenge psychology is there, definitely you will see that the person will be very bold, very strong, very powerful from outside. But they will also have a sadness in them. But behind that sadness, the cunningness is hidden there. If we need to cure that, because there is tamas, the three qualities we also learn about. Sattva. sattvic quality, raja or rajas or rajasic quality, and tama or tamasic quality. Now the three qualities are there. Sattvic quality, when our mind is in sattvic state, how to see if many people say they are in sattvic state, they are very sattvic people. But basically, a person is in sattvic state when they sleep, and this after getting up they say, I slept without any dream. I slept very peacefully. That is the sattvic state of the mind. The nature behavior can also be sattvic. Someone who do donation, someone who cares of others, someone who help people selflessly. Those are sattvic qualities. But when we talk about the mind, if the mind is still, if the mind is at peace, if the mind is involved in the good thoughts, and if it is silent. Now why it is sattvic? When you sleep, the physical mind breaks the connection with the physical body. You are not walking now, you are not talking, you are not seeing anything, you are not hearing anything, you are sleeping. In that state, mind have two options. One option, first the mind have the one option, that is to go inside, because mind cannot go outside now. You have closed all the doors. Okay? The organs are closed, the body is closed. Okay? Now mind has only one road to go inside. Now to go inside, it again had two options. One option, whatever the mind did when you were awake, to recreate a world inside and to relive all those moments, or sometimes even more than that. That is when you have dreams. So the mind is rajasic or tamasic, and it decide to relive all those moments, basically because of attachment or revenge. And because of all those qualities, because the rajas and tamas, it creates those world of dream, you cannot sleep peacefully. The second option is that mind cut off the all channels. While sleeping, mind cut off all the channels from outside world and completely go inside. Get silent. Now that is the state when you do not dream. It is a peaceful moment. You do not dream. You just go inside. You are calm. So you get up and someone asks you, how was the night? You are like, I slept like a child. It was so peaceful. I didn't dream. I didn't saw anything. I didn't feel anything. I just slept. That is the sattvic state. Now even in this sattvic state, there comes two more options, two more pathways are there. The one is to go back to the root. Mind is not sleeping. The body is sleeping. So still mind decide to cut off the channel from outside world, but now it is deciding to go inside. To go inside, there can be two options. The one is to go to the level of equality, the level of understanding that how everyone is equal, how everyone is same. So deep inside, now it depends on the samskara. If the mind have that samskara, it will go there. For very rare people, for very special people, the mind decides to go to the fourth level, Turiya Sharir, or the fourth state of the mind. That is when you become a Maharishi or when you become a Brahma Rishi. On those people, they have that connection with that. So they can see their past lives, they can see all the incidents from previous lives, they can analyze themselves, and they connect with the God directly. But here, the challenge comes how to differentiate what I'm seeing is a dream or it's some memory from previous life my mind is processing. So we will go deep into that in next lecture in the second class. But here, the first understanding we get after understanding these small things, that from the psychological point of view, from the Western point of view, mind is not what we see. What it is actually, a psychologist cannot see that. How it functions now in the Western psychology, they basically give you some certain questions, a fixed list of questions you have to ask to the client. Now, every person's mind is functioning differently. There can be two qualities together. We need to analyze them specifically for their, based on their condition. It cannot be same. That is why the Western psychology fails to understand or heal the patient. Now, also, I would like to share some insight on the healing part. First of all, the healing is about realization of the situation, where we call wisdom. If the fourth layer is activated, it's strong. Now, many people have delusion issues. They feel incapable to differentiate the delusions and reality. In that situation, they need knowledge, they need wisdom. Without it, they cannot succeed for that. For calming the mind, if there is revenge or there is some child abuse, first of all, the realization is important, but also there is important the diet, breathing. Okay, all 5 layers we have to manage. To cure one issue, you have to manage the 5 layers. And for that, for body, you need to manage the diet for that person. If you eat non-veg, then automatically the non-veg meat, eggs, or preserved food, it destroys the physical body, the body which depends on food. If you breathe bad, the energy body is affected. If you drink alcohol or take any sleeping pills or any such medicine given or prescribed by psychologist, your third layer, the mental body, will be strongly damaged. Now you see that if a psychologist is destroying your mental body, the mental layer, is it for your good or bad? Those medicines, those sleeping pills, those other seductives, they are not to cure you. And that is why people depend for their whole life on them, and they can never get self-depend. For the whole life they depend on the medications. So in this course we will learn the Vedic way, the natural way to heal someone without using any medicine, any medicine. By understanding and by realizing what is the actual problem, finding the root and healing the root with the natural ways, not with some artificial way. See you in next class. For Vedic Kapil Psychology course, to enroll, the details are given in the description box. You can enroll in the course for further lectures. Bless you all.